In today's lesson, we're going to learn about formatting cells in Excel. We're going to just enter information into this worksheet from a past survey I've done in class on favorite pizzas. So we'll start with typing pizza type, and then number, and these are all the headings, price, and total. You can enter down. The types we're going to use are sausage, pepperoni, cheese. And then we'll go back up to cell B2, enter in our amounts. So we have 3, 5, 12. Our prices for sausage and pepperoni are each $2.50. Okay, we're not going to enter in the total. We'll do a sum for that a little bit later. Notice I put a $sign in front of this first one, but I didn't on the others. You can format that to have currency by highlighting those two, clicking on the $sign on the home ribbon, and then it has the currency formatting. I'm going to enlarge the cell so it fits everything by just double clicking between cell A and B. The next thing I'm going to do is make row 1 a little bit taller. And I'm going to highlight A, B, C, and D in row 1. And under the alignment section, you can see we have a little A and B for orientation. I can select that and choose to do angle of counterclockwise. I could also go into the Format Cells box and I could select a specific orientation. So I'm going to do that, which is actually going to be the same as selecting this first option. Okay, and I can see that my row is not big enough yet, so I'm going to click off of it so I can get between row 1 and 2 and get the double arrow so I can make that row bigger. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is put in some formulas. My formula to figure out the total price for all of the sausage pizzas, I'm going to type the equal sign, and I just want to take 3 times 250. So I'm going to click on cell B2 and then put an asterisk, which is if you hold shift at the same time hit the 8 key, and then click on cell C2 and don't click anywhere else and press enter right away. It tells me what the total would be to order those slices of pizza. Go back and click one time on cell D2. You want to have the black border on it. You don't want to double click so that you get inside of it and the formulas are entering. If that happens, click off, or enter off actually, and then go back to it. And you'll notice in the bottom right hand corner you have a little black box. You're going to click on that when you get just a cross, and you're going to drag down. That copies that formula. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is add a row to the top. So we did this in the last lesson. You just click on row 1, wherever it is that you want to have the row above. In this case, it's at the very top. So I'm going to right click and then say insert. And I want to merge cells A through D1. So I'm going to highlight those and just click merge and center. And then type favorite pizzas. Okay. I'm going to do a couple things to format this. One is I'd like to shade this cell that's merged A through D. So I'm going to, in the home ribbon, in the font section, I'm going to click on the fill color, and I'm going to do a nice light gray. I'll change my font to be bold, maybe a little bit bigger even. And it automatically adjusted my row height for this one. The next thing I'm going to do is add borders around this range. So I'm going to highlight the entire range, and again in the font section, click on this drop down and you want to select the option that says all borders. You can do other options if you just want a left border or right border. If you want to turn off borders, you'd go to no border. We're going to select all borders. The next thing we're going to do is add a date to this. So I'm just going to type date of survey, and then this date was from January 4th, 2011. Notice that my date format changed when I did that, and I don't want it to look like this. So I'm going to click on that cell, and I'm going to go up to this numbers section in the home ribbon, click on the drop down, go to more number formats, and I'm going to select the date option. And I actually want to do the option where it includes what day of the week it was. So I'll click OK, and then it automatically puts Tuesday, January 4th, 2011 in there. The next thing we're going to do is sort this information in the order of the pizzas. So I'm going to highlight all of this. We're going to go to sort, and we'll do custom sort. You want to make sure it says my data has headers, and then you can see that it does have the different types. I'm just going to do pizza type. We're going to sort in alphabetical order here, and we'll sort in order A to Z. And then you can see the order has changed to cheese, pepperoni, and sausage.